Hello everyone, welcome to another Vinyl Finds of All Kinds video, where I'm going to show you some stuff that's not Beatles related, and it's other artists entirely, group, solo, duos, and I hope you'll check these out and stick around for the duration of the video. This is just a sampling of what I've got recently, okay? To start with, I'm going to show you this limited edition purple vinyl, Lita Ford, Live and Deadly. And Lita Ford of the Runaways, formerly Joan Jett's band that she was in also. And you know, this, I'm still thinking this is kind of a is this an unofficial deal? I don't know, I'm thinking it's unofficial, but yeah, let's take a look at the vinyl, shall we? And in that case, this is going to be a sealed to revealed album, and it is in the shrink wrap, so I'm going to open that up. And I want to see what that purple vinyl looks like. Also want to take a look at the gatefold. So because it's a gatefold, I will open the entire record. You know, I like to leave the shrink wrap on, as a lot of you all know out there. But, you know, gatefolds, I have interest in those too. Oh, I always poke myself with this damn thing, but it wasn't funny enough, I don't think, for it to be a blooper video. Yeah, I know. I get excited about opening my records. What can I tell you? All right. Let's go. All right. You don't see me do this that often. Bye-bye, shrink wrap. All right, there we go. It's better when you show these records and there's no glare, you know? That's even better. All right. Oh, wow. Pretty lady. Rocking. Pretty rocking lady. Yeah. Nice. I had the pleasure of meeting Lita Ford once, the Chiller Theater convention. Geez, I don't remember the year now, but it wasn't too long ago. All right, here we go. Purple vinyl. And this is somewhat translucent, you know. I always enjoy translucent vinyl, even better than solid vinyl. I like it when it's a little clear. All right. Very good for my Runaways related collection. Wow, that took a lot of time, and that was only one record. Huh? Let's continue. All right, next up, we have Peter and Gordon going to the 60s, and we have the Lady Godiva album. This is in really nice shape. On Capitol. This is a stereo version. Okay, now I got a couple of records by The Who that I'm going to show you, and both of these are upgrades, all right? This is The Who Sell Out, in pretty good shape. It says, there's a sticker there, including I Can See for Miles, plus 10 new selections. Let's see, some of these I will show everybody the label. And yes, it's the Decca, Black Decca. Yes, indeed. All right, so that's an original. All right. I just bought this one. You know when I talk about this, right? How I say you buy something, and then you can get an upgrade maybe a week or two. It seems like I only bought this maybe 3 weeks ago, if even that. Meaty Beaty, Big and Bouncy, The Who. In much better shape than the one that I had. That I just bought recently. You can tell just even through this outer sleeve, you can see like how clear that is. It's the same label I just showed you, the Black Decca label. Yeah, nice record. Okay, continuing my Johnny Cash collection, The Man in Black, I have this album here, Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. You know, really got a lot of Cash records in my collection by now. As you can see here, I'm putting the flaps on the top. See, the thing is, when a lot of people ask about this, when you put the flaps on the side, what I like about them is, it's easier, of course, to open up the flap and then produce the record without having to take the sleeve off. Great, and then seal the flap again. But when you put it into these things over here, when you try to put them in this way, the flap gets all crumbled. Not so much when you put it on top. They can slide in a lot easier. That's another video that we'll get to. This was a pretty special record in the shrink wrap, nonetheless. Again on Decca. Wow, there's a lot of Decca records. And this is the same label. This is a Decca Day. The black Decca label that I just showed for The Who. This is the original soundtrack and music from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Remember that? Burl Ives there. There's a snowman with Rudolph. A holiday favorite every year. This is from 1964, I believe, or 65. Anyway, early, mid-60s. And the record, trust me, it's in mint shape in addition to being in the shrink wrap. So, that was a happy find, and I'm going to like hearing this at Christmas time. Next up, Linda Ronstadt. Hand-sewn, homegrown. Talk about another pretty lady. Look at that. Hand-sewn, turn it around, and you got homegrown. And, you know, I've never heard this album in its entirety. It's got silver threads and golden needles on it. The one thing that I'm interested in hearing, I think, is we need a lot more Jesus and a lot less rock and roll. Let's find out about that. The Capitol label this is on. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I looked at it. Jeez. We're not going to look. I know it's not original. It's not first press. That much I know. But still pretty good. I forget the color label it's on. I'm sorry. Here's something I picked up for $1. This was playing in my record store. I liked the sound of it, so I bought it for $1. It's Heads Up, Baja or Marimba Band. I don't know how to pronounce it. But there it is for $1. Not in great shape, but it doesn't have to be. You know, sometimes I just like this background music stuff. They do Georgie Girls, Spanish Eyes, Winchester Cathedral, let's see, Born Free, and others. So this one's easy enough to show you the A&M label, so I'll pull that out there. This album, that's not an album, excuse me. I got a couple of 12-inch singles, really. This is the Kinks, Wish I Could Fly Like Superman, you know, the extended version. Love that song, Superman by the Kinks, off the Low Budget album. Low Budget is the other song on there, by the way, from 1979. And it was the first time that I think I ever knew about the Kinks. I think I was a teenager, and I said, oh, you know, I like this song. And I shortly found out after that the history of the Kinks. And I also have this record to show. I bought this because you can't buy like tons of these 12-inch singles, you know, because really all they are is enlarged 45s, really, when you look at it that way, the singles. But this reminds me of the 1980s. I love the 1980s, and I love the early 80s when I was going to clubs. And this one of the biggest songs that I enjoyed in those days when I was up on the dance floor was Billy Idol's White Wedding. And that is just an excellent cover. You know, it has White Wedding Parts 1 and 2, and then White Wedding Part 2. It says White Wedding Parts 1 and 2, and then White Wedding Part 2. Right? So, all right, well, you know, folks, that's it for this video. I just want to thank everybody, and if you'd like to thank me at all, if you like the channel, there's a new feature down there. It's a thanks button. You know, if you want, if you're so inclined, it's not a requirement. You can just, you know, leave a little something if you like. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. There'll be many more to come. You can bet your life on that. Cheers.